This week on the Weekly Reid.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of the Weekly Reid. I am so happy to be back. We took a break for Thanksgiving, but I have my next guest here, and I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hi everyone, my name is Pharrell Grant, and I'm out here representing We Always See. Just so you guys know what it is, We Always See, right here, short for We Always See the Vision. Yes, we have Instagram, Twitter, follow us on whatever.
And it's just We Always See?
Yes, it's, like I said, short for We Always See the Vision, all about promoting individuals to see their vision as we're trying to do ourselves, because of course there's so much negative energy in this world where people are trying to put you down, telling you can't do this, can't do that. But as long as you keep your vision in sight, you can attain anything, really.
Right.
And that's what we truly believe.
I like that. So it's C though, just like the letter C, not S-E-E.
Yes, just
Okay.
the letter C.
Okay, and so why did you guys decide to do that?
We decided to do that because, I mean, it was kind of like, at first we were just like, you could build off anything. Like, say you wanted to be like, always chill, always cool, always collective. Like,
Oh,
it's
cool.
kind of like to stimulate the mind. Just like our logo right here. As you might see, it's just a diamond and a circle sitting on top of each other. I mean, we did that for really no particular reason except for we like to let individuals imagine what it could be, and it could mean whatever they want it to mean, really.
Right, and how long have you've had that design for a while though?
Yes, we actually had this design
Before
since...
the company, right?
Yeah, before the company even started, because we had this design ever since high school. A couple of my friends, we were messing around, and one of them was on Photoshop and made this symbol. We were wearing the shirts around, and then everyone started liking them. We were just like, why not start up a company? And
Right, so I know we got a little into what the company is about, but what are you about? Who are you as a person?
who am I as a person? That's a tough question. I'd like to think of myself as a strong-minded, independent individual that just kind of likes to just do whatever I feel is right, rather than like what the public is thinking, what the new trends are. I just kind of try to be myself and let people vibe off that energy rather than someone who I'm not.
Right. So as like a young Pharrell, young Dave, whatever you want to go with, did you ever imagine that you would be into clothing design?
Never at all, actually. I feel like I was never really passionate about anything until it came in terms of We Always Say, because normally it's kind of just like I went with the flow. It's like whatever happened, happened. Just like, say for example, I went to school for accounting. It's because I was good at math, and my father was an accountant, so it's kind of like, why not?
And money.
Exactly, money, of course.
Right.
Yeah, and so what We Always Say is something where it's just like I really actually cared about, and it wasn't, of course, all about money or anything like that. It was like I was so passionate because it's something that I in part created. So it's just like, and of course, like the vision behind it, I believe in myself, and I just want to spread it to other individuals that may not be as like positive in their thinking, and all just like let down, especially with how much negative energy this world sends out, especially from like social media and all that.
So what is it like being a black creative? Or do you identify as that?
I mean, I do identify as that because anyone could just look at us and definitely like get that feel off of it. I mean, I feel like it's not too different from being any other creative, except for the fact that there's this mindset that black people should support black businesses.
Right.
Exactly. And I mean, unfortunately, with that expectation out there, it's not followed up on as much, but we are supported just by, I wouldn't say any like certain race or anything like that, just by people that understand our vision and are definitely like following it.
So you make clothes for people with a similar mindset, not necessarily a similar look.
Exactly. Like, we don't want everyone that looks like us to be the only ones to like our brand. Like, we want everyone that supports our vision, because we truly believe in it, and we want people like us to continue to follow their dreams and not really just conform to the norm out here.
Right. So I know you said that that's your logo that's on your hat, but you guys have other designs as well?
Yes, we actually do have other designs, but it's like right now we're focusing on hats, so mainly if you hear about We Always See, you'll see this design on my hat, but we also have other designs such as this hoodie that I have on right now. And actually, now that we bring it up, so I'm about to put Danae in an uncomfortable situation, because we've been wanting her to do a photo shoot for us for a long time, but she's been slipping out of our grasp because she's been very busy. So I have a proposition. I was interested in. So if Danae does a photo shoot with us, we're willing to give her a free hoodie right here.
Oh my god!
No.
What?
So.
Oh my god, yeah, I'll do a photo shoot with you guys.
So this hoodie right here. This is all Danae's, and hopefully now we're on camera, she can't back out on us.
Yo, Dave, you're crazy. Oh my god, this is so cute, and you got my size.
Yes.
Yeah, I told you I would do a photo shoot with you guys.
Alright, just had to make sure to lock you in on camera.
Yeah,
Just
we'll set something up.
got some receipts out here.
We'll definitely set something up. Wow. This is so nice. This is like the first gift I got on camera.
Hey, glad to be a trendsetter.
Yeah. But so what's coming next for you guys?
What's
What do you
coming
think?
next for us? I mean, we're just trying to so recently we realized that the people and the individuals we associate with right now, like in our age range, like you don't really have money to spend like $30-$35 on a hoodie just like out of the blue, something like that. And it's like recently, well, all these people just showed interest to our hats, so we
Right.
decided why not just like specialize in hats and come out with different hats,
Dad
such as
hats.
like, well, dad hats, like different colors, beanies, scullies, maybe headbands, like who knows. We're just trying to like specialize in hats right now and then branch out. Like of course we're going to keep our like original hoodies around, like the one I just gave you, and got a couple different colors. I'm not gonna go in the box right now, but
So why hats though?
why hats?
And
Because
because you guys started with hats, right?
yes,
Mhm.
because we actually just always were interested in hats.
Yeah.
And then so it kind of just like, why not? Well, why wear random brands of hats instead of wearing our own hat?
Mhm.
And that's something that you can just like wear every day or something, other than like a t-shirt wearing it every day. Like people may look at you funny or something
Right.
like that. But it's like with a hat, it's just like you go with a lot of things, and it's just like not necessarily dirty,
Right.
anything like that easily.
Yeah. I definitely need hats sometimes. Yeah. I love a good hat.
Definitely. Do you have any suggestions what type of hats we should come out with?
I actually like the ones that you do now, but I think I would like an acid wash hat if you guys added like an acid type of wash.
We actually got something a little like that. We'll talk off camera.
Yeah,
We'll-
okay,
we'll save
yeah.
that
But
for
don't
after.
do the six. I don't like 6 panel hats, those
You don't
trucker
like-
hats.
Got you.
So don't do that.
Alright.
So I know at one point, a lot of people were coming out with hats and stuff like that. I don't know if it's the same now, but I remember at one point I wanted to make hats as well. I mean, I never did because I was discouraged by how many people were doing it. So how do you like, I guess, surpass that? Because you know, in such a saturated, I wouldn't say it's a field, but a lot of people are doing fashion design now. So how do you guys stand out, and how do you not get discouraged when there's a whole bunch of people doing what you want to do?
Well, we feel like personally with the hats, I mean, you can never have too many hats, really. I mean, if you like the design and support the vision, you'll get the hat regardless. And so
Right.
it's just like, it's not even about like, just like we sell a hat and we forget about you. It's like, we sell you a hat and when you're wearing it, it's like we appreciate all the support you're showing us. And it's not even like you just forgot about it. It's just like, wow, they support the vision. That means a lot more to us than any like monetary value.
Right. So what sets you apart is that you really care about your customers.
Yes, I mean, yeah, we really care about our customers, but of course, a hat is a hat, so it's just like everyone else can look at us and be like, oh, their hats are similar to other hats out there, but it's just like, just know we really care about you guys, and it's
Right.
like, I feel like people can feel that energy off of us, and that's why a lot of people from Cheltenham have actually like purchased hats from us, because like they know our energy and we're not just out here just like bounty hunters for the money and all
Right.
that stuff. Like we have like full-time jobs out here, but this is something on the side we're actually passionate about and trying to like spread our vision.
And I think it's important that you said that. You said it earlier, you kind of just said it now. Quincy Jones said something along the lines of like when money becomes the focus, God walks out the door or something like that. And I'm reading this book that also kind of says the same thing, where like when money is your main focus and you lose why you're passionate about it, and you're not doing it because you love it, you're doing it because you love money. You know, and I think that it does set brands apart when they do really care about their customers or how their customers feel, because a lot of the places just want the money. They're just putting stuff out, and they do, you know, reap the benefits of it maybe, but it doesn't feel good. And I definitely think that that's like a huge thing that I've even noticed. I feel like people can feel when people are genuine and people aren't.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps people coming back. So I think that's a good strategy for you guys to have.
Definitely, like we appreciate it. And that's truly how we feel personally. I mean, it's not any like I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. Like I feel like we're just always ourselves, and that's what sets us apart.
Right. Right. So that being said, what are the biggest struggles that you guys face? The biggest struggles.
The biggest struggles is really just like friends reaching out or people reaching out that are interested in our gear and saying how they want something, and then trying to figure out a way to like follow up with them about what they want without really pressing them. Because when you start pressing people, it makes it seem like it's really about, like all about the money.
Right.
When it's really like we just like to be like professional and like following up on like potential customers that are interested in purchasing and like support the vision. And so it's just a struggle like staying like in the middle between things,
Right.
and just like making sure people understand what their real vision is, like
Right.
rather than like the monetary focus.
Right. Now you mentioned friends. Have you ever found that any of your friends tried to contact you and maybe get something for free or for a discount?
I mean, I feel like for the most part, like everyone understands like the business and supports like building up the business, and they really understand that there's not exactly free handouts, and that's why we appreciate them, and that's why we do things like hand out free stuff. Like right now,
Yeah.
like,
Wait, I'm gonna
just
put
pass it off to
my
Matt. Like,
hoodie on
all right,
because you just said that.
sounds good, but it's just like.
It's gonna take a little bit so you can keep talking.
Alright, yeah, it's not like a type of thing where it's just like we're gonna get off camera and be like, yo, man, I'm gonna need that 30 from you or anything like that. It's
Right.
just like friends that support and give us a chance, like we're happy to like pass out free things. Like I mean, they gave me a chance to come on her like radio show.
And then
Interview.
you come, right? And then press
And-
came instead, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a couple times that I've ducked out by accident, but I had to make sure I made an appearance this time. It's
Of
just
course,
like
yeah,
I always
I appreciate
appreciate the offer.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, I feel like you kind of spoke to this, but like, why, like, aside from how much you care about you guys' customers, like, what's the difference between quality and you guys' clothes and somebody else's clothes? And do you really look into, maybe this might feel better, this might feel worse, or do you look into those types of things?
Yeah, we actually do. I mean, before we got this hat that we're actually selling now, like we have two variations with this hat. Like, I mean, this is one of them. I have one, and we also have one other variation. Before that, we had tried at least 5 different hats and realized they're either like huge hats,
Yeah.
they're too small, like the material got banged up real quick. Like this wasn't like the first thing, like the first hat we were like, all right, let's go print our symbol on it. It was kind of just like, what would we wear?
Right.
And it's just like, if we wouldn't wear it, how would we expect you guys to wear it?
Right.
And that doesn't really make sense. So I mean, like we tried different brands of like hats and also hoodies when we were like selling hoodies, and it's just like we made sure we got things that we would wear.
Right. So, have you guys ever given up? Has there ever been a point where you gave up? We always see for a period of time.
Yeah, I mean it's been tough. Like say like through school and stuff like that, like getting barraged with work and just like, of course, the other member, and we always say, excuse me for not saying it earlier, Sean Garner. You can follow him, Sean Garner, on Twitter,
Also
on
a
Instagram.
rapper.
Also a rapper. You should check out his music. It's really good. But yeah, so like me and Sean Garner, like of course, like I was going to school, he was going to work. Now it's like we're both working, and it's like tough, like finding time to like, of course, like promote our brand and sticking with it. And it's like it gets frustrating at points where it's just like things get quiet and we have to like brainstorm and build things back up, and it's just all about like persistence is key. Like how are we supposed to like promote like sticking with your vision? Anything could happen if we don't do it ourselves.
Right. So holding yourself accountable.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I mean, we can't promote something and not be about it. So
Right.
it's like that's really what kept us like to keep going, regardless, no matter how hard things might get.
Yeah. So earlier you mentioned that you went to school for accounting. Do you plan on giving up your accounting career for We Always See someday? Is that what do do you have the hope to be able to do that?
Yeah, I hope to apply accounting too. We always see, and actually like be the accountant with things and just make sure keeping all our finances in check and like, of course, like touching into other aspects like graphics and stuff like that. But it's like, I mean, I hope that accounting could be like a good foundation to build on and like help the company build up off of it. I mean, just like having like some type of like business background that helps us out. Like I have an accounting background, Sean has a marketing background, so it does really help us like apply to we always see. And I think both of us like really believe that we could just do we always see full time one day.
Right. Right, that's beautiful. It's just been so nice to see you guys grow over the years because I remember how you guys started and it was kind of like something you were kind of doing, and now just to see how much your passion has grown over the years is really admirable. So I hope you guys continue to pursue that.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Same here.
Thanks. So is there anything, that was the last question I had for you. Is there anything else that you wanted to say before we go?
Yeah, I mean, I'll show you guys a few things that we didn't release yet. Like, we have a couple of hoodies, like
we're
the hoodie I gave to the
we're getting an exclusive.
Getting some exclusive peek. Like, I mean, you guys have to let me know what you think.
Oh, I love that color.
Like, we got a light blue one right here. Light blue and white.
You're like the first person to ever come on my show and actually like show off stuff, so I'm very happy.
I mean, it's only right. You gave me this opportunity, so it's like, why not take it?
I love that color.
Thank you very much. Oh, we got the light.
I like that too.
Light blue and white. And we have the red and black.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being on my show. You did absolutely amazing.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
And one more thing before we cut off camera, just
one more
so you guys remember, just one more time. We always see we have a Twitter, Instagram, even a Facebook, but we're most active on Instagram.
Perfect.
So please give us a follow. We appreciate it, and we'll follow you guys back.
Yeah.
Down.
And on this weekend, I'll definitely make sure that I post you guys information, as well as your information underneath the clip for the show.
All right, sounds
All right.
good.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming back to watch another episode. I'm so sorry we took a little break, but it was Thanksgiving last week. But we'll be back again. We have only 3 more shows, I believe. And next week's going to be great. It's a surprise for everybody because I'm not even sure what it's going to be yet. But I'm so excited. And so that being said, we're going to start taking applications for next season show very soon, so be on the lookout for that. And if you're interested now, please contact us at theweeklyreid@gmail.com. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Dave, for being here, and we'll see you guys next week. That is a wrap.
All right, that's a wrap.